Hey MAK heads, Glenn here, and I am back with this month's My Geek Box. This is the My Geek Box for September. Yeah. Did it fall in the ocean on the way over, or maybe dog peed on it or something, but something happened to this box on the way. In fact, it doesn't even have the import documents that are usually in this envelope. So this one is quite the box. I'm almost afraid to open it. But My Geek Box, as we know, they have a US site, but the boxes still come from overseas. There's no theme to My Geek Box, and it's one of the ones with me that is on the bubble. Along with the Z box and maybe a couple others that, you know, might not see December or January with me as far as subscriptions because they haven't impressed lately. And My Geek Box is one of them. I have the My Geek Box Girls again for this month that Abby and I will do. We'll see how that one looks. But this one, not too hopeful about just because of the box condition to start with. So let's open her up and see what we got. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised with My Geek Box this time around. Where's the tape? There it is. Hard to tell where the tape is on the box because it's so messed up. Okay. It barely opens just because it's crushed, so it... Okay, it doesn't look like there's any damage unless there's a print at the bottom, and that's gonna be a thing. But I don't think there's a print at the bottom because it looks like we have a little mini poster or print to start with. Again, no theme, right? So these items could be anything. So let's check out the print. It's funny. We just did a box that did their print like this that I was very pleased with. It was Z-Box. You know, I think. You know, a lot of these companies, a lot of these UK boxes and Pop in a Box, they're all owned by the same people. The Hut Group comes to mind when I get these. I think it's My Geek Box and Z-Box and Pop in a Box are all related somehow. All right, so let's look at the poster. It's another metallic poster. See, these boxes are all starting to overlap themselves. It is a Fallout 4 poster, or Fallout, I guess you could just say. Welcome to Nuketown, Population 0. It is a metallic poster. Again, what they do is they take a regular poster that's kind of familiar, that we've seen before. They put like a metallic coating on it and call it a variant, which is fine. It's in good shape. I like that it comes in a poster tube. I'm pretty happy with that. You know, but they're starting to become derivative of each other, and that is worrying me just a little. You know, worries me a little bit when I'm thinking of boxes when I'm thinking of canceling boxes or that kind of thing. They're all going to kind of work in the same space because they're the same company. That kind of makes my decisions a little bit easier, right? But not a bad poster. Again, it's becoming kind of old hat now. The metallic posters. This is three boxes in a row, 2 months in a row. 3 boxes that I've gotten of these that have done this metallic poster thing. And again, all they're doing is taking a common. Doesn't take any creativity to take a common poster, put a shiny coat on it, and call it a variant. Kind of disingenuous to me, anyway. All right, let's look at the shirt. Looks like a D&D type shirt. It's got a D20 on it. One night only, critical, ambient synthwave, Hawkins High School. Okay, so this is a Stranger Things shirt. So it references Stranger Things, got a D20 on it. Tickets available from the Upside Down. So Stranger Things shirt, again, doesn't have to be licensed or anything. Interesting design. I like it's kind of a rave design, an 80s theme as well. Pretty cool. I like the design. The shirt, though, I swear this thing was dropped in water. Because the shirt is all wrinkly, and it's kind of, I don't know, it looks like it's been wet and dried. You know, it doesn't seem to be that affecting any of the other items. It's just the shirt's just kind of weird. It's like, you know, when you leave clothes in the wash forever and you forget to put them in the dryer, and then you put them in the dryer and they come out kind of that they were sitting way too long wet. This just has a weird look to it that way, but the design's okay. So, Stranger Things shirt. All right, we've got one of these kawaii cubes, right? Yep. Another kawaii cube. This one is from Suicide Squad. It is Katana. So you can see her there. I like these. I like them because they're plushes that are actually stackable. I forget which box it was. It was one of these where we got two. Might have been Geek Gear. I'm not even really sure. It was one that I unboxed on Twitch. They all kind of run together after getting so many. But I like them because they stand up real nice. They can stack on each other, and they're cool little plushes. I like the kawaii cubes. So that one is Katana. I'm sure they're probably a variant, right? Probably could have gotten quite a few of them. So there's that one. We've got a figure. This is a Dorbz. So we've got the Riddler Dorbz. Again, don't know if there's any variant action in here. Now, the thing that I like about this is it's one of the few in the Batman series that I don't have. This is a Series 1 Dorbz. Now, it might not be worth very much, but Series 1 Dorbz came out a long time ago, and you're not really seeing them on store shelves. So if I were to go to my local store, I probably wouldn't see the Riddler. So I was glad to get this. This is number 33. You can kind of see the rest of them. I don't have most of them, but I have a lot of them. And this just adds to that. So, again, one I don't have. Cool older Dorbz. Don't mind that very much since I like Dorbz. So that's actually a plus for me. Let's see. I've got a postcard. Not even a postcard. This is the spoiler card of sorts where it just lists it. It doesn't really have any pictures of anything. I'm not going to look at that part, but I am going to look at this part because this should look very familiar to those of you that watch my channel. This Wonderwoman art actually was produced on a t-shirt in one of these boxes probably 6 months ago, I guess. Either right after Wonder Woman came out. So, you know, I want to read what it says here. I will in a minute. But, you know, definitely not something that's new, right? This was just on a t-shirt. Now, that being said, I love this design. I love it. It's one of my favorite t-shirts. You know, looking at what she's about to battle here. It just looks great. I love the design. I love the perspective. It looks great. Now, that being said, it's not original, so I'm interested to see what they say about it. Let's see. Doesn't really say anything about the other side of this card. So, that's cool. Just an extra little art piece that's been done before, but is cool. And, you know, you collect postcards or whatever, that's cool. So I don't mind that. Not really an item, though. We've got a pin. My Geek Box does their own pins as well. You kind of see it there. We've got the skull and crossbones, but it's like a nerd glasses. What do they say about it? They call it exclusive geeky pin. This awesome enamel pin has been exclusively designed for my Geek Box. Wear it on your bag or jacket. Symbol your badass geekery. So the skull and geek bones, that's kind of cool. I like the design. Usually I don't really care for the pins, but this is clever. I like it. Now, they make their own pins. You know, whether we're talking about Z-Box or my Geek Box or what have you. There's quite a few boxes that do their own pins, enamel pins. So obviously it's the same company that does both. So this one will be hard to value because it's their own, but it'll be kind of have a standard value. But on a score level and I really like this pin. This is my favorite pin in a while. It's simple, it's funny, it's clever. I like it a lot. So good job with the pin. All right, we've got an apron as our final item. So a Superman apron. We've gotten aprons before. Usually in like a home box. Remember we got a Black Panther apron in the Loot Crate home box, but that was an exclusive, or the Gear and Goods, the Loot Crate Gear and Goods, Marvel Gear and Goods. We got an apron, but that was an exclusive made just for them. This is more your store-bought. You know, I think I saw this apron actually at the last Comic-Con I saw where, you know, everybody's dealing their wares. So here is Superman apron. This looks like a job for Superman. It's kind of an old school Superman reference. This could almost be Supergirl, but it is Superman. Very bright, very colorful. As aprons go, it's a decent quality. It's got your typical apron quality there. I guess you could say this is the big item. I don't know what it's going to retail for, but that took up a lot of the space in the box. So we've got the Superman apron, the My Geek Box exclusive pin, the Riddler Dorbz, the Kawaii Cube, and the t-shirt. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. Let's see what they say here. The exclusive My Geek Box shirt, kind of 80s band tee, and Stranger Things. The pin, don't really say much about that. I already read that. The Riddler. Okay, sorry, I made a mistake. I know, it's rare. But that poster, so the 6th item, which I forgot about, is actually not Fallout 4. It's, according to this, it's Call of Duty. So this exclusive Nuketown metallic poster really brighten up your bunker based on the iconic multiplayer map from Call of Duty. So it's the Nuketown map. I immediately saw it and thought of Fallout, but it's actually Call of Duty. So again, another metallic poster, which seems to be a trending thing right now. And that's it. So we've got these 6 items. I'm going to come right back and we'll talk about values and what I think about the box. All right, let's start with some values. Again, this box is kind of on the cusp with me, but it's really important to remember that this box only costs $20, and it's actually $19.99. So it's really hard not to subscribe to this box because the item's value is usually so high, and it takes a lot not to be worth $20. So, you know, they've had a couple boxes past couple months that haven't been great, but they seem to be settling into a good, not great space. And for $20, that's not a bad space to be in. So let's hit up the values first. Start with the shirt. I valued the shirt again at $15 because it's a good shirt. It's a good quality. It came out weird with the wrinkles, but I mean, obviously those would come out. And I like the design with the Stranger Things theme to it. So $15 for the shirt. The pin, I really like this pin, but I pretty much standard value these pins about $8 because that's pretty much what you can get them on eBay for. The Kawaii Cube is this particular one comes. This particular one you can get for $6 on Amazon. So $6 for the Kawaii Cube. The Dorbz, this one is actually only $4 on Pop Price Guide right now. So it's one of your lower value Dorbz. Only $4. Again, it means more to me because I don't have it than it would to somebody who's looking to collect. Right? So $4 for the Dorbz. The mini poster, same as last month, $10. Similar posters online. Again, the metallic variant doesn't mean all that much to me personally, but it does bump it to about $10 versus the regular edition mini poster this would be. And then lastly, the apron, about $10. I wasn't able to find this exact apron, But very, very similar aprons, Superman aprons, hero aprons online, about $10. So that brings the total of this box to $53. I paid $20 for it. So even, you know, it has one more item than it did last month as well. So smaller items, more of them this month, came out to 53. I think last month was 63, so it was a little bit higher last month. But again, only paying $20, we're still talking about over 2 times the price of the box. So, you know, we're still getting value with these UK boxes for sure. What we kind of have to hold them to now is the quality of the items and the curation, big time. So let's get into the scores. Value obviously is an A. We just talked about that. Fun factor, I gave this box a B+. And where the fun factor in this box comes from for me, is the apron. It's an unusual item. It's fun. It's colorful. It's got some practical use after opening the box. I really like the apron, so that's where the B+ came from. You know, the other items are pretty standard. For theme, there's no theme to these boxes, so NA there. Curation, I gave it a B-. The apron helps, but another metallic poster, a very common low-value Dorbz. So their picks, you know, not great, but not terrible either. The pin was good, like the shirt as far as the design, which is as a curation piece. The designs help a lot in that. Execution, I gave a B+. Good shirt. I really dig the pin. This is the first pin I've liked in a long time. And, you know, the execution of the items just was pretty good. Pretty good. So overall, I gave them a B. Just like last month, they got a B as well. I think they're kind of settling into a good, not great box for now. I'm interested to see what December is going to be, because that's always the benchmark, which is why I haven't unsubscribed from these boxes yet, because I want to see what December brings. I want to see when they roll out their big guns for their holiday box. I want to see what they look like. I should have marked off a little bit in execution for this awful box. And you see the discoloration. It looks like it got wet on the inside as well. Now, what keeps me from giving them too hard of a time is that none of the items were damaged. The shirt is a little suspect, but it seems fine. I just would like to see them either do a box-in-box, and if that's too expensive, Geek Gear at least puts a plastic wrap around the box, and I would like to see, that would go a long way. I mean, obviously, if this is a wetness issue that discolored the box like that, a plastic wrap would totally negate that problem. So I should have knocked them off a little bit more for shipping, but at least the items were okay, so I'm going to leave that execution at the B+. Again, overall B. I liked it, but I didn't love it, which seems to be what's happening lately with some of these boxes past couple of months. Let me know what you think of my Geek Box this month. I'm interested to hear where you guys are seeing your quality, or whether I need to kind of jettison this box. As always, check out my social media off to the side. Look me up on Twitch. I'm doing a lot of fun things for Twitch. Twitch subs are 20% off right now, which means on a normal sub it's only $3.99 instead of $4.99. And I'm giving away prizes with every subscription right now, and those prizes are worth well more than the $4 it would take to subscribe. So looking for that support. Hope you'll join me on Twitch. And more than subbing, I would really love to see your guys' faces and chat with you there, and there in Discord as well. So if you haven't looked into our Discord, definitely check the link down below and chat with me there. I love chatting with you guys, talking about subscription boxes, talking about Funko, talking about figures, that kind of thing. So, please, take advantage of me and hit me up. And I really want to make a community out of this. So until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.